Hey folks, this is Alex Weber. It's Saturday, January 4th, and we're up here in the Silvopasture. We're moving the goats, and we're going to take a look at what they're going after in here, and then we'll take stock of what they've eaten in the previous portion behind us. They've definitely been nibbling on some sprouts here. We've been working to identify some of them. This is Chinese elm. It's kind of coming up everywhere in here. Not a bad thing to get rid of. There's some autumn olive. They'll probably do a number on that. I'll go back and look at what they just did in a minute. That's more Chinese elm right there, taking the leaves off. They've definitely been hitting the bark on it as well. It's going to make it tough for it to come back strong in the spring, which is nice. I cut down a few small cedars before they came in. They seem to clean those up pretty well. Oh, that one back there, she's climbing up in one. Cedar's about the only thing green in here besides hay, so that's an obvious first choice. Alright, so we're back in the old portion, and I want to take a little look around, see what they did. First thing that kind of jumps out is this fairly large autumn olive right here, or Russian olive. There's nothing green on it, obviously, this time of the year. But they took quite a bit of bark off of it. And this is definitely going to be one to watch in the springtime to see how it reacts to a January bark removal. There's all kinds of other sprouts in here that they've been working on. We wanted to take a look at those. I'm not sure what that is, but they definitely nibbled on it a little bit. Here's another autumn olive. Looks like they were pretty hard on that. And I wanted to look around and see about some of those Chinese elms, of which this is one. And they weren't too hard on that one, but they worked it over a little bit. Go back a little further, there's a few groves that they worked on pretty hard. Now here's what I think is a hickory sprout. And you can see there's a little stump right there that was cut off, and it's suckering out. And look at that right there. That's broke off. Some of the buds are missing. They're definitely working these things over a little bit. And if we can tame these down, that'll be good for the conversion of this place to be a primarily oak silvopasture. Here's a little thicket of sprouts that I believe are Chinese elm as well. And you can see how well they've taken the bark off of these things all the way through there. There's 2 to 3 feet, maybe more, of bark missing on all of these. I have to imagine that that does not bode well for them come springtime. And we're definitely going to keep an eye on how these things react, because taming down the brush in here is a big priority as we try to open it up and get some forage growing. Another thing we can make note of as we look through the old portion where the goats just spent a week here is we look down in the leaf litter, look at the droppings everywhere. You don't have to look too far, they're everywhere. And that's definitely going to go a long ways towards helping to transform the soil and make it more suitable for grasses as we tame down the brush, allow more light to come down through the canopy with strategic thinning, and also feed some hay. This is all going to encourage grasses and clovers and all kinds of beneficial plants to grow, provide more feed for livestock, put more carbon in the soil, and create more overall biodiversity. It's going to be good for wildlife as well, and it's going to be quite pretty. We'll be back to show you some more of this stuff in summer when everything's green and see how it looks then.